Juice.
Juice guys, it was a spider day, a lot of situational 2-minute stuff, got a lot of great work out here. Trey Shack, give it to Brandon Hills. I think he's done a really good job through these first 7 practices, really elevating his level. Wayshawn Parker gave it to Devin Kalani. Said he took him under his wing since the moment he's gotten here and has made him, into the player he is now. And then Kamani Jackson gave it to a veteran, Jamari Colson. I think when you see that stuff, you just see a lot of respect, and means our older guys are taking these young guys underneath their wing.
A little fun after practice with some jousting. Was that a Coach Dickert idea? Someone else come up with that one?
It was one of those things where we had a staff party and we're getting an inflatable, and while we're going through the website, we saw this joust inflatable. I'm like, we got to do this with the guys. So absolutely, you got to come out here and have fun. We got to be mature to the work. Tomorrow is going to be an absolute grind. But I love these guys in different competitive settings. We started off camp playing a little volleyball. You got to make sure we're still out here to have fun. And I wanted, for the record, I was 2-0 in my matches. Okay, very aggressive knockouts, I would say. So I don't think these guys have seen American Gladiators like I have. And I was like Tower up there on that deal, just smacking these guys out.
Well, outside of you, of course, as the champ, who else? Who's the top guy in that ring?
Wow, they just had a bunch of one-on-ones. Defense ended up coming out. I'll put it out there. Coach Schmed beat Coach Buck. Coach AB beat Coach Edwards. I think we had Jihad beat Coach Webb. There were some fun ones out there, and the guys competed. It was fun to see.
Did you find that on Amazon or something? Or how'd you get a hold of that thing?
Well, I'm going to give free. There's an inflatable place right here in Moscow on the Palouse, so I'm going to give him a free plug. It was great.
All right, very nice. Well, I need to ask about Carlos. He was here in a cast, and we were told he had surgery yesterday. What's his status right now?
Carlos will be out for the foreseeable future, and everything's day to day. So I want him back tomorrow. He wants to be out there tomorrow. But hopefully we'll get that cast off in due time, and then he'll be progressing back. Obviously a foot surgery on a wide receiver is a little bit different. So his mindset is preparing to be back as soon as we can. We've kind of adjusted some of those guys inside, outside. You'll see Hudson a little bit more on the outside. And we got to keep moving. I mean, it's a lesson in football. Our guys got to know whatever your role is or your perceived role is right now, you never know when your number is going to be called. Carlos is taking it like a champion. This is day 1 of rehab, and he's ready to go.
So any timetable on getting him back?
Yeah, it's going to be day to day. I'll keep you guys informed. It's going to be the foreseeable future. Until we get the cast off, I really won't know. But that won't be for another 3 or 4 weeks.
And then toward the end of the last team period, defense comes up with a few stops. Are you more happy with the defense getting stops, or frustrated with the offense not getting it done, or what's kind of your read on that?
Well, this early in camp, it's just getting these guys to understand the situation. With the new 2-minute warning, we worked the 154, 1 timeout, need a touchdown. Defense got a pick. The 110, no timeouts, need a field goal. And then we kind of botched that a little bit. It'd be great coaching learns. That should be a center and a spike and field goal. And then we did the kind of the last-ditch clutch play. We're going to go out there and make the field goal. So lots of learns. Being what we call bulletproof, having Teflon vests in those situations is really important for players and coaches, right? So a lot of learns for even us coaches throughout those kind of simulated sessions.
Forgot to ask, too, a lot of cross-training the last 2 days in the offensive line. We've seen Brock at center, Christian tackle guard, Johnny tackle guard. Was there an emphasis in the last 2 days, kind of get everyone reps kind of all across the line?
Well, I mean, it's hard because I don't want to feel like we're burying Noah Dunham. He's a guy that if someone is out at guard, is he the next best guard? Is Brock Dew the next guy to kick in and finding that right combination? So we're just kind of figuring those things out as we go. And I'd rather test those things out now. So when we get after the second scrimmage, it's time in those last 2 weeks to really lock them in. So we're going to kind of push some guys mental there, but we just need to find the right combination. It's about seeing those guys do different things.
Coach, you kind of talked about how you're going to have to move around some of the guys at the wide receiver position. I mean, I know that's a strong group and a talented young group, but is it next man up mentality? Is it really shifting things? I know we got 3+ weeks until the first game.
Well, I did start off fall camp saying Kyle Williams is still the only proven guy in that room. So we know we got him out there at that X receiver, and then mixing and matching. You're going to see way more rotating in than we did at all last year. So keep those guys fresh, maximizing their 40 plays. Chris Barnes will now get an opportunity to come up and play. Brandon Hills, we got to see what you got. And I've been really impressed with Trey Shackelford so far, going out there and making, especially in the red zone, big catches. Our corners are doing pretty good stuff. So it's finding the right guys, but on Saturday, who can make a play with the ball in their hand? When it's live, who can make that 5-yard catch go 15 yards? Those are the guys that'll be working their way onto the field.
Week of fall camp down. I mean, how important is it to have something fun like that? And I know you're going to be, going after it tomorrow, but to have a light day and a little fun day like this.
We've learned a long time ago, like, talent sets the floor, connection sets the ceiling, right? A connected team is a dangerous team. That's Steve Jones and the Twin Thieves, and biggest thing for us is to make sure that we understand that. But what you see there, that liking each other isn't just good enough, right? We got to respect each other. We got to have hard conversations. We got to tell each other the truth. But it's all about sharing and getting to know each other, and I think those fun moments, cheering on your teammates and something as silly as a little jousting deal just builds a lot of camaraderie, and I do believe that does win games. Okay, well, like I said, we'll follow that up with a tough day tomorrow, and we'll really see who we are.